All right. So let's do this.
Was I like following you well? Like, did you have a lot?
Yeah. No. You were. There's a couple times I think you were getting like a little aggressively out in the white than you kind of need to be. But at the same time, no, I don't want to take that away from you. We just have to make sure we realize if we're shuffling out in the white, we kind of have we have more. There's more opportunity to lose our angles and our squareness and kind of get lost out in the white. But again, as long as you can stay up with the play and you're getting the proper footwork and it's not taken away from you being shot ready, then have at it. You know, like you're at the threshold where I'd like you to be, right? I don't want you on any further, but you're at the threshold, kind of like, okay, I like this. This is aggressive, but it also means that you have to
Be faster when I go back to the
push
post.
appropriately and also have just really good awareness of where your net is behind you. That's absolutely key. Like knowing how far you have to push and then once you get to the middle of the net too, type deal. All right, so next one, I'm gonna bounce one in on you, and then I want you to control it, right? So like paddle down type deal, cover it, and then from your knees, I want you to pass it out. I'll be right up the top in the middle angle here. And then once you recover, get up and out on the angle, I'm going to skate left to right. So instead we're going from zone entry here from the last drill, we're going to go from the middle out. And then I'm going to probably throw a couple pucks in the corners and then have a play coming out from the corners.
So what I'm going to do is you're going to double in, I pass it out, you're going to come down, take a shot, you're going to come out and play. The corner.
Yeah. So it'll be, and we'll play. If on that first one, if that rebound's right here, we're gonna play it out, right? But if it goes, proper rebound control, and we don't have to worry about it, then we'll go right to the next puck. All right. Good. Yep.
Oh, I knew that was a bad angle.
Okay. This is where we have to recognize here what hand I am. Because when I roll out, right, you're on me, not on the puck, type deal. Okay? What I prefer for my goalies to do here is as it's below the goal line here, right? And then as soon as they're curling up, right, their bodies are going north, I C-cut through here.
So I try to do a little bit of an overlap.
So you can, if you want to stay here and then get here into Panda, okay, and keep your hips forward, okay? If that person is a righty over there and a lefty over there, they could sense something really quick over here. My problem with that, if we flatten out into a Panda, is that there is a possibility of getting this pass across here, okay?
See, the thing is, I know you're a lefty, so I feel like it would be easier to overlap. While if you were like, I knew if you were a righty, I would have to do this. Like if you were a righty, I would do that. Would it be easier since you're a lefty, just go out like that?
So you don't have, okay, yeah. So the way where we'll start here is we'll step out Panda, and then square ourselves up,
all right,
type deal. But you can even just from there C-cut. And then get into that overlap.
All right.
C-cut into the overlap. I don't want you to C-cut and just stay on the post. All right. A lot of times, instead of doing that, I'd rather just stay here. If you're gonna be on a post, just stay here. About 30 degrees angle here. Just stay here. Less is more. Right? Because we also have to, when the puck's over there, we also have the ability to scan the ice too. And being too square here limits our vision a little bit here. Okay. Flattening out a bit here does afford a pass across, does afford something to go off of me and go to the other side, right? But it also allows me to see everything too, and then be able to see where the threats are. If there's no threats here, which there should be at all times, right, then by all means, get out here, square up right here. If it looks like it's progressing to be a where like we have to get from here, maybe we step out in a panda, right? Because I'm tight.
Thank you.
And then we square up type deal. Because it sees like it's going to be like a little mini breakaway coming from there too.
Right.
So you can totally get into that. Boom, you can step out, then go here, or you can just step out.
Okay.
C-cut.
All right.
Either way in the sequence is all good. Here. Hey, from the very beginning though, settle it, cover it.
Okay.
Right, cover it. You know, however way you want to cover it. I prefer this. Right.
All right.
This is okay, but you could go underneath you between a 5-hole too. But it still gets the job done. And then pass it out. There we go. Oh my God.
Ah, that's so bad. Because I put it behind me, I needed to put it in front.
Yeah, so your reaction was kind of extend with the pad and arm. So like when that happens, it's going to be really tough to get that low part as dropping and getting your shoulder and your nose into it. So that way you can cut the puck in front of you.
I feel like I was a little too far back on my post too, so I'd be out like up here.
Well, you kind of ended up a little bit more off here on your angle, and you kind of gave me an inch or so here. And then since you dropped down more kind of here, your body was also this way.
Right.
So there was, with you not leaning into the save, there was like a hole here and kind of like a hole here. There's, and so all that can be is instead of just dropping down on this leg and extending over, drop down, lean the shoulder into it.
So is this better, like this angle?
Yeah, and you can on that one too. If I'm more above the hash marks between the dot angle, kind of where the puck is, you can take another step out too if you want. Like if you you don't have to be like way out there, but you can if you know like, okay, this is a shot only situation. He's not going to pass it, right? Or because like whatever, he's going to shoot. Bobrovsky does that really well. Like he all of a sudden he recognizes a shot only situation and he gets out and he challenges so far, right? And he's so compact in his butterfly and it's so beautiful that so he does get out there and and challenges a lot, and it's really hard to get anything through him. So you also have to make sure that your gloves and everything is placed and nothing's getting through you because nothing can get around you. If anything gets around you, it's going wide. That's the mindset type deal.
Ah.
Yep, nice. Oh, got him. Nice. Good job. And that's kind of basically what we were talking about early on that angle. There you go. Good challenge. Way to get it. 2 more. Yep, I got you.
Ah!
Yeah, so here's where it's not fair. I know where to shoot. You're gonna take this away. I'm gonna go here, right? So it's kind of like a chess game where we're kind of, you're closing off some things and other things are open or whatever. Kind of cup. So again, with that, uh, I think even too, like how far you were out when you came out a little more, you can get a little bit more block style with it. To a certain extent, I don't like to be blocked really too much at all unless it's in tight. So I don't really necessarily want you kind of, but like from a box controls perspective, you probably could have covered the box in a taller block style manner. Do I necessarily want you doing that? I'd rather you be more reactive. But that, like, I cut in decently far. I wasn't on the boards anymore, and you were out challenging, so the distance was less reaction time. So that's why when there's less reaction time, we can lean more towards that block type style too.
Did you just get me right over my head?
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
just like a block, like that?
Yeah, and just trying to be tall. But dude, it was a good shot. I got it right here. I don't think I would have got anything over you here. I definitely what you had the low blocker definitely covered. Maybe if I had a perfect shot here, I'm not going for that. Right? I'd rather go for the next one. Like I rule out everything low before I go up top.
All right.
So for me personally, as a player, I'm going here and here all day. That's the first thing I look for. If I can expose you here, okay, great. If those are closed, all right, then I got to go up top. Because I'm going to think of my percentages too. What are my percentages of missing net if I go up top? Very high. Last night I scored a goal. I aimed here, and I scored here. So you aim here, you still will probably hit the net and not go over type deal. So that's the other reason why. That's what I teach my players too. Your margin of error is less when you aim for just above the pad inside the post.
All right.
Right? Type deal. Because you can go anywhere up top here. All right? Cool. Let's do one more. Nice. Nicely done. All right, cool.